Let's get it. Recording in progress.
All right,
About
well,
to
welcome
time.
to week one PTG.
Welcome in.
Here to shoot some shit, talk about the league a little bit.
So go ahead and first I'm gonna start with this is what we're trying to get accomplished. We're trying to get a little bit more, I would say, spunk in the league. Get the juices flowing. The game's been out for a minute
Creativity juices flowing here.
for sure. So we're trying to get to the next NCAA. So to do that, we started this up, get everybody a little interested, get everybody a little commentary to the shit that we talk about every day, because a lot of shit is talked about every fucking day.
hmm hmm Yeah, a lot of it just be kind of like, ragging on each other in the chat. So we figure we put it, instead of pen to paper, we bring it live action, get the best of it. So let's rock, let's rock. We got a lot to talk about today. But
All right, I'm gonna start off with I'm gonna be moderator, man, because you're boss man. So we're gonna keep it like that.
let's
All
go.
right, so I'm gonna start with the new users. Arkansas. What are you looking for from Arkansas?
Hey man, I just want activity. I think that user came in and he filled a team that was looking pretty slow. So we just need some activity, We need him to commit to that build because that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Year six, we got a lot of speed. We got a lot of people who have developed a lot of their players on their team. So we just need activity, man.
Yes, sir. So I feel like Arkansas, if you're watching this, hey, you need to just lock in, get a couple people you like, and abuse the shit out of them. Because in order to catch up, you're gonna have to at least have a steady record so your players don't leave. Make sure you're recruiting heavy and stay on top of your damn games.
You got
And the
for
next new,
sure
the,
stay on top of your school grades, man, too.
oh, the school grades is a big thing. You could talk about more about recruiting because you're a little bit more informative about fucking the recruiting shit. Um, but wait, next user. South fucking Carolina. And he's high on the target list. I'm not gonna lie. People want get back for that team and what that team has done to people for the last fucking 5, 6 years. So I'm sorry, new user, but you're walking into a firing range pretty
Yeah,
much.
man. I think I put a bounty on the last South Carolina user. I think Texas had to do
a,
my dirty
a
work
plus
for him.
three.
So, yes,
had to put
for
a
real.
had to put a plus
Nah,
three on
but
them.
that team though, that team is caked up, dude. That team is legit. I hope we put the right person behind the wheel of them because that team is gonna be running the gauntlet for a long time coming for real.
Let me go over to PTG. What he's still in the SEC, right? South
Yeah, he's still
Carolina?
in the SEC. He's gonna stay in the SEC, I think, too.
Yeah, so going through my thoughts on South Carolina is I was going through the players. I've seen that they do have dominant players. So with a good user, he can still be dominant. So if he just stay on top of, I mean, sticking to his game plan, however he's going to do it, and making it through the SEC gauntlet is what we're going to talk about a little bit later, because that's just tough. Um, he'll be all right
A lot of
if he
good
can get.
users in the SEC, man.
Honestly, I think he can fuck this up, but that's just me personally. All right, so the next user, we're gonna go Oklahoma State. What are you looking for from Oklahoma State? What conference are they in?
Hey man, this man already has ducked out of a force win already. He forced one his opponent. I don't know. It's a rough start for him. Him and NC State. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that's looking like, but y'all got to get it together. If not, y'all gonna get replaced. League's gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Always does. Always has. Get active,
That's
man.
just how
That's
it
all I
be.
gotta say about you and
Yes,
NC State
sir.
too.
All right, so Oklahoma State, NC State, get your shit together, get active. All right. So going from that, this is gonna be like I would say either weekly or a couple weeks. After that, we will start breaking it down to off-season talks, maybe some recruiting advice, all that good stuff. We're
Mhm.
trying to build this shit from nowhere because we're not trying to work no more. All right. So this week is gonna be straight running backs.
Yeah.
Who has the best fucking running backs? Why do they have them? And first of all, we're gonna start with goddamn Florida. Florida PTG, if you're watching, just know, never mind, fuck it. But everything I say to you, I mean it. I love you, bro, so much. All right, so we got somebody named him. It's like Simba something. So I know that's his fucking name. He has a running back right there, 99 speed. Then he has a Emmett Smith, which,
Yeah.
you know,
And he's
uh,
got one more too. He's got another receiving back, I think it's like high 90s. So he's got a three-headed monster over there that he can work with.
was that the number 88?
No, number 88 is the it was I think the goofball that he named after himself,
Yeah. Number 88
but
is the
there's three of
goofball.
them over there. There's Emmitt Smith, there's him, and then there's another one. So he's got a good three-headed backfield to work with.
Yeah. So what I
Scary
will say
season
about
in
that,
Florida.
yeah, Florida is looking really nice. We're gonna also get into the top five users that we feel personally that's in the league right now,
Mhm.
and that's just everything with activity, distance in the playoffs, how people feel about you personally. Like we kind of know the vibes of the Discord
Consistency is
when,
big too. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, we kind of know the vibes of like we know when people are like low key scared to play who, or if somebody's nervous to play whoever. Like we know who the top dogs are, so we're not gonna ignore that shit.
Mhm.
Um, but the running backs this year, other than the Florida running backs, who else do we have on running back list?
We got Taylor Sampson. He's a returning Heisman winner from Ohio State. Um, Probably looking to repeat on another Heisman. Decent start.
And
He's at like 150-ish yards this year, so he's looking to put some yards up in engine and fuel that Ohio State team for sure.
yes,
I just
sir.
got one thing to say though, man. Notre Dame. What the hell are you doing, bro? You got 85 carries and it's week two. Week two. You had a user game this week. Last week, I don't know. You've had a user game though. So 85 carries and 1,000 yards by week two is insane.
We need to see. We
He's
need to
gonna
ask
clash
Kid
up into
Curry.
some users, so I can't really say
Uh,
too much, but golly, man, I hope that Wildcat's treating you really nice.
maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna ask Kid Curry what the hell he was doing
Hey
because
man,
he
that
was
that
he
shit's
had to be cooking.
crazy. We got two
Oh,
more running backs on the spotlight this year too. I got Manny Joslin from Oregon. Kind of a slow start
hmm
though. He's kind of got a thunder to his lightning, and another running back in his backfield is kind of chewing up some of his carries. Hopefully he gets it back together though, because he was a stud. He's a Heisman favorite as well too. And then
uh-huh.
Matt Lockett, he's out of Clemson. He's your guy. He's after
Yes, sir.
pretty hot start. He's got like almost
That's
150 yards and a few TDs, so he's coming.
straight
Clemson's coming to run the
straight
ball this year as
FCS.
well too.
I'm running that bitch the whole
Yes,
time.
sir.
So, side note, in front of you, I'm Clemson. This is Michigan. If you didn't know that, fucking obviously. But I have a sneaky halfback that I'm gonna put on the list, and it'll be Evan Bruner from UNC. I went straight off stats, mentals, and physicals. So he has what's the purple? The purple, clear headed, goal winning time. He has balance, safety valve, takeoff, side kick, and recoup, a
Mhm.
99 speed. And I know that UNC started off good at the beginning, kind of trailed off with the user activity. So if this user can lock in, I know he's going to be using this dude. And it's the receiver from last year because his number is 83. So uh, I look at big things coming from UNC, and I'm not in the ACC no more, so I will be looking kind of like back at the ACC, see what's going on over there. But I
Mhm.
do expect big things from UNC.
Hell yeah, Wavy. Come on, lock it in.
Yes, sir.
Um,
All right.
yeah, go ahead, take it away.
Now, so another thing I wanted to talk about real quick was how the fuck Alabama was ranked number one.
Yeah,
How'd that happen?
that was big news. That
How'd
was
that happen?
shocking to me.
And that goes straight into the next thing because that's just a side note and kind of a shot at Curry. So straight into the next thing, which is Texas unranked. What's up with your boy?
Hey man, I'm not sure. I think we were moving a little too quick through the holidays, and I think the holidays might have gotten him Family Guy. So I don't know. Hopefully we lock it back in though, because if not mistaken, I think he was on both of our top fives, our top
Yes,
five
sir.
list. So getting him back in the ranked column, I think he started his season out with a win against the user too. So
He
um
just played earlier today.
yeah, or last night. I think it was late last night.
Oh, okay,
Um
okay.
I think it was Virginia Tech. They were
Yeah,
ranked like
Virginia Tech.
six. They were ranked like 6 or 8, something like that though. They were single digit ranking. And he beat them though, so man, look for a
Yeah.
Texas comeback this year. He had a good recruiting class too, so definitely look
Hey,
for a
Tech.
Texas comeback.
All I want to say is, if you're watching this, Texas, my guy, salute. Everybody else, watch out for those fucking jet sweeps. All right, so we're gonna go straight. We're gonna go right to
Hey
top
man,
five
nobody can
players.
stop it though, so I don't care. Hey,
So,
I've seen the complaints, so it's fair if he runs it over and over. But when he sends in clips of guys just whiffing tackles, there's
oh,
nothing
for
you can do.
sure.
Like that's stick work. So
Yeah. So that's
hats off,
definitely
man. Do your thing.
that's definitely not a shot
There's
at
a
all
cooldown,
because
so do your thing, dog. Like,
yeah, if you can get away with whatever's in the rules, get away with it. Fuck it. That's why the rules are the rules. If we needed to be stricter, the rules would be stricter. So fuck it. All right, so that goes into our top five list. And before we say the top five, I got some honorable mentions, of course. So I'm gonna say, is Stanford Art for Clown?
yeah,
Art the Clown?
yeah.
Fucking, I hate playing this fucking dude. Dude's gonna blitz your fucking ass off, but he's not like he's not doing the blitz where you could just do the halfback out and get the shit away. Like it's a method to his madness, even though it makes you go fucking crazy. So I'm gonna give a big shout out to him.
The thing about
But
him though is I did notice there was a difference in his gameplay between tweakers and PTG though. So the fact that he can kind of correlate the rules and understand rules is pretty legit. So I'll give him
yeah,
his respect too, and I'll put him in the mentions.
for sure. And also Virginia Tech. So I've never played Tech, but to see the things, the gauntlet he went through, I think he joined either
He
last year or the year
survived it
before.
too, yeah.
Yeah, he went through hell, went through it, got his team to, I believe, a natty, right?
I
He
think
lost,
he had a deep playoff run. I don't think he went
yeah,
to Natty.
I think he lost, I thought he lost to South Carolina in the natty. Maybe I'm tripping.
Oh shit, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe like 2 years
yeah,
ago,
he did.
maybe actually something like that.
Yep.
But
So to get
regardless, that
through,
team does have a natty, so hey, he's on the up and up.
exactly.
So
Yeah, so big shout out to them. So we're gonna go straight into the top five. This is in no order. This is just the five big dogs that I know if I'm watching play, I'm most likely gonna watch a win. All right. So first we got Florida PTG, Simba Man, whatever the fuck his name is, however the fuck you say it. You
coming
could
off a
even
natty,
yeah, you could voice record and tell me how to say. I'll say that shit right just because I fuck with you. All right. So that
Simba.
that dude that dude is gonna hit you with the middle crossers. He's a football player. We already know. He's gonna show you the ring. He's gonna send you a picture of it. But you can clearly tell that he has a football mind. He knows how to draw up plays. He understands how defense is working. He's coming to fuck you up offensively. His defense is a little shaky. His user is good, but he's just calling defense to try to get back on offense to fuck you up.
Yeah, he'd be trying to score with you. So he'd be trying to beat you in score ups, like if you can stop him one or two, three times even and score off of those stops, GG's.
Yes, sir. The next user we're going to talk about is Mr. T. Law, Texas. He had a down year last year. The year before that, all I know is Texas is scaring off users, making users quit. I've been here since like after year one, I think.
Three.
Yeah,
Three.
yeah, yeah. That's fucking crazy. So
Three have left the
he
league because of Texas putting it on
just
them.
just
So
just fucking people up, having deep playoff runs. One of my biggest wins is beating him in the playoffs. So that's how like man garners respect. So we're gonna
that's
give
the
him his
one thing
flowers,
though,
give him his
is
props.
he'll have a crazy season and he'll have a deep playoff run. He'll be set up one seed, everything, SEC title, and then somehow, man, he needs to get over that hump. He chokes it
the
away. He needs to get over that hump. But
old SC used to have that problem until they start fucking winning. So
hey,
hey,
hopefully we
Texas,
can bring it out. So
I know a lot of Texas. You're on the clock. This is your year though, because I feel like you took your L's last year. You probably did some little fucking mental notes, and you can get those boys back this year in the SEC too. So after that, we got
SEC still goes through Texas.
it's like that.
Yeah, I still think it does.
That's crazy. Because I was about to say go. We'll get to it. All right,
It goes through Texas.
third, third, and that's crazy because four of these people are in the SEC. Oregon,
It's deep.
which is Master Zevi. So Zevi's been on the fucking heater, bro. I whooped him literally one time. Other than that, man's put belt to ass every time. I ain't gonna
Hey, I'm
lie.
gonna just say it because I'm gonna say it, but this is my man's number one right now. This
Oh,
is my
Zevi?
number one for the league right now. Right now in
Zevi?
this time, yeah, he's heating up. He's going
Yeah.
on a tear. He's beating some big users,
And
big games, man.
so
Every
like I
league I
talked
join, I pop into it. I see a natty next to this man's fucking
bro,
name and shit.
every fucking time. So every time I watch dudes play on this Twitch, he's in the natty, going deep in the
Mhm.
playoffs with fucking Texas Tech, whoever the fuck. Give him anybody,
North
bro, is gonna
Texas, some
win.
shit
Like,
like that.
yeah, like some crazy shit. So Zevi is low key top dog, but I think he goes blow for blow with the next person I'm about to say. And that would be Washington, which is Mr. Footless. Footless for me, uh, is probably tied with Zevi top dog. He lost in Tweaker Natty with LSU, but also Zevi had that team for like the whole fucking time. But also I think Footless joined a year before Zevi in here. So they're
Yes,
both
he did.
getting their teams. They're both getting their teams
But
how they
Zevi
want
got
them.
in on Oregon, Footloose came in on Washington. So it is a little bit
Yeah.
different,
Who
but
was Oregon before? Nightmare?
nah, it was Seabop.
See.
Seabop.
Oh,
Remember
okay,
he
okay,
went
okay.
crazy with like
Yeah.
year one and year two, he went crazy and then
Came back to Miami and all that
yeah, and
shit.
then he left and then went to Miami and never held true after that. So
Yeah. So,
but
Oregon probably does have a slightly better team, but Footless's
Washington just needs some
user,
speed, man. Get a little bit of
yeah,
speed and they'll be all right. But
yeah,
year
for
three
sure.
and you still haven't cracked a 90 overall, that's rough. So
You're you're on the clock, Footless, but I know your user is phenomenal, so
yes, it is.
you're gonna pull that through. The last, which is I would say on this list would be the last on the list because he just started peaking fucking last year. Last year was his prime, and he did it in all three leagues. So we're gonna go with Hoop for number
New
five,
playbook things, I
which is
guess.
LSU. Yeah, bro. He switched his playbook. Now the man's in Vegas, fucking going to the national championship game and shit. Dude's on another fucking level. So Hoop is gonna get his flowers. So just know the top dog in the ACC, it definitely runs through Hoop because Hoop's probably gonna shut shit down the ACC for a minute. Y'all gonna have to knock him off, and that's why I'm kind of looking at UNC with that cheesy ass player to come in, get him up out of the paint. So,
Bama is in the
uh,
ACC though, so
who
we
is
could
it?
see some fireworks. Bama's in the ACC though, so we could see some
Oh,
fireworks.
okay, Curry. You are ranked number one, and you beat Notre Dame with all those fucking rushing yards. So you're off to a hot start. You got to keep that shit up. And
Hmm.
that's personally to Curry too, because I know he's gonna watch this shit. All right, so going from that, I'm gonna go with the Heisman finalist right now. So we got Philip Hendy, which is a Tennessee player. Do we have room in this league?
We do not. We are full.
Man, we're full, and Tennessee got the best fucking receiver in the game. So
I
after that,
do.
we're gonna go to Mr. Deceptions tight end Jesse Bernhardt. Is that the
That's
tease?
nah. That's a tackle that got switched over to a tight end. I think he just upped
Ah,
it because his
hell,
overall's high and it's early in the season. That's gonna be fucking out of here in a week, man. And get that
that's
shit out of here. Don't even talk about it.
and and let me hold up and let me just tell Deceptions this. Every time I see that fucking tight end come out, just know I'm gonna use it around him. I'm never gonna guard him on a route. Like the
Oh,
man
his
is
route
worthless.
running in all three levels is like 30, 40, and then I think it's like high 40s for the last one. So I ain't worried about nothing. This man was worried about getting blitzed on or something this year. So
Yeah, no. and he's in the ACC. So, Deceptions is an OG.
He is. He's been
Deception,
true. He's had some up
yeah,
and down years, so hopefully
yeah,
he
and
can.
he definitely was one of the top dogs when I first started. Because in the beginning of Mile Higher, he used to whip my ass. He used to whip my ass all the time
I
with
will say this on camera though, so you
Forrester.
can see this one time, but he he cracks me in UFC, so I just will say that one time.
Damn.
He puts it on me, bro.
Said that fucks me up at
Yeah,
UFC.
I will. My
All
bad.
right.
Anyway, getting back to it.
So then, so the third will be Dwayne Guy, which I have his stats pulled up, so I'll put, or not his stats, but his physicals pulled up, so I'll pull that up. But Dwayne Guy out of Stanford, which is arts dude. He's a senior. Let me see, because I know dude's fast as shit because I took a fucking picture of him. Oh, damn. No, I didn't. But uh, dude's fast as shit, and we already know how art plays. Dude's super comp. So watch out for the fast ass dude on Stanford. Is Stanford in the Big Ten? Stanford and Boise, Boise State, right?
Yeah. They're no, they're both in Big 12. Sorry, I was reading
Yeah,
something
Big
real
12,
quick.
Big 12. No,
Yeah,
you're
they were
good.
Big 12. I think Stanford Boise State was the Big 12 championship game last year.
Yep,
Stanford
to
won
get to the
that. So
playoffs. Yeah,
we
so
we
watch out
got
for Stanford.
we got some good users in all conferences, really, man. So we just gotta get a couple of these inactive teams either active, rolling, or
Or flipped around.
yeah, straight
But
up. Like
so with that being said, we're going to number 4 on the list. Jamario Dozer, Florida. My boy Simba, he got a junior red shirt, and we already know. And this is actually not the fast dude. So that's the dude at like 93 speed.
yeah.
Honestly, he'll probably get off the paint after a little bit because the other dudes will replace
This
him.
is that third running back that we were talking about earlier when we were talking about his running back room.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah,
third one. So yeah, if his we talked about the first two and we didn't know the third one's name, but I guess the media does. So
yeah. Type shit.
yeah,
So, uh, number 5, we got Manny Jocelyn, and that's who Zevi just
stud.
messaged me. He messaged and said Manny Jocelyn gets no love, so here's his
Yeah,
love. Man's
yeah.
number 5 in the Heisman right now. We already talked about how Zevi's been doing in leagues, so he's definitely looking to dominate and come back and bounce back and win this
I think he was
PTG
a
championship.
finalist last year too. I think Jocelyn finished like third or fourth last year in the voting. So
But,
he's
but I
he's a ball.
think I think my boy Gene is gonna do whatever it takes to get that repeat. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, so that's Heisman. So now we're gonna go over to the top 25. So
He
the
wants
ranks
that
switched
shit,
up a
huh?
little bit.
He wants that Heisman edit.
Oh, for sure. And he's probably gonna put them bitches behind him while he twitches.
Hmm.
All right, so we're gonna go to the top 25, and I'm just gonna to share some things that just like stood out to me, and that would be Pittsburgh ranked number 4, Ohio State after being down there undefeated, being oh ooh hold up, I take all that back. I take all that back. We missed something. What we missed was
Oh shit.
uh yeah, you see it.
Hmm. You
Yeah, you see
talking.
it. What happened? What happened? So, damn, I wish I would have watched that fucking stream. I wish I would have watched that shit.
Damn, when did they even play?
That's tough. That is tough. All right, so we got one of our big ass upsets. And now that I look down again, I see the second upset, which is Hoop. We just talked about.
Nah, that was a force. That was a force. He's away right now.
He's not here.
Yeah,
He's not
he
here.
just went to that game.
Damn. So yeah, so O State's falling. Shit. It's a pit. So
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I just missed that. Wow, my bad, y'all. Like we was just
and I
talking
go,
about O State. Like, hey, I'm gonna get back on it too. O State hasn't beat me either, so that's two. O State's
yes,
down
sir.
pretty tough in the Michigan
And
State game, so
and now since we have
that's
the
tough, dog.
tweaker,
Greg, you got to
we
get
have the
that together.
yeah, you gotta lock the fuck in. So now we have the tweaker Big Ten too. The Big Ten's about to be tough as fuck. So coming in, and that's why I got a big game against Colorado, because like our out of conference, we got to capitalize on that shit
Yeah.
because we're gonna take L's in conference. Like you're gonna catch an L.
Bro, our conference champion is probably gonna have like 2 or 3 losses. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, for sure, for
Like
sure.
everybody's like, oh, SEC's deep. I'm like, man, Big Ten though, everybody's played together for like all of these years. Like everybody's been playing each other. Like we all know how each other play, so
Yeah, so we're all
it's gonna be
yeah,
some dogfight.
we be on each other's stream and shit. Um, I would say uh before the last thing we get into, which would be game of the week last week, um, it would be Stanford being ranked number 14. That's pretty decent for them though. You got Auburn, he started off 7, but he took a L to Footless, which is respectable. And then
Hmm.
you have a Arkansas team, they caught an L to South Carolina, but they're all pretty high ranked. Like Arkansas started number 10. Norfolk started number 9 with UCF. Virginia Tech started number 8. Took a big L to Texas on this bounce back. Um, West Virginia, Chang, you got to lock in, bro.
Hmm.
You're definitely gonna have to lock in with the Big Ten being tough this year. You're gonna have to lock in, my boy. And then the last, let's see. Yeah, the last would be what happened to UCF last night, man. Man,
They lost 2, I think.
Florida. Yeah, Florida's coming
Yeah,
strong.
Florida. I
So,
forgot. Yeah, Florida put that on them. Oh my God, dude. UCF, you got a natty, bro. What?
and he was on the outskirts. UCF and Pitt, for me, like me personally, I have a hard time playing against them. So they're like right on the outskirts of my top 5. If they have been more dominant in the last couple of years, of course they would have been there. But like UCF has a natty with UCF. Like
Yeah, I will, man.
that,
That's big though. That was big, shocking. I woke up to that news this morning. I saw that photo and I was like, holy golly, man. Like, lay off,
literally.
take a shower. But I
So
will say one more thing too, though. Oh my God, Pitt. You've been knocking on the door, man. You've been knocking on the door up and down. Like every year you'll go almost there, almost there, almost there, down year. Almost there, down year. You just upset Ohio State, brother. This got to be your
yes,
year.
sir.
This got to be your year, right? Like it's got to be. I don't know. Like it's got to be. Got to have
Yes,
that big
sir.
Big 12 title, I think. I think you're still in the Big 12. I can double check real quick.
I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're still in the Big 12. Need that title, man. This is
Yeah,
huge.
so
I don't know what else to say. Like you just took down Ohio State. I think it was in your house too.
that's crazy work.
When Pitt versus yeah, in your he came to you pumping his chest with his Heisman winning running back, and you said,
And you
nah,
know,
not today.
and
Good stuff.
me knowing
But
Greg,
buried all year.
I know that he came in there knowing that he was just about to destroy Pitt and get his user off. So
Uh-huh.
that's a tough L. That's a tough L. All right, so we'll wrap up. I'll just say like personal shout out to you, boss man. Uh, everybody that support, help run, everybody that holds it down in the chat. We got like shit, I would say 5, 6 people that we like actually can count on, depend on. Yo, can you do this for me? Boom, here it is. Like low key, like a little family in here. So I do appreciate that. Holding it down, keeping everything active. The goal of this is to get more activity. So like the the users that's not quite usering enough, we're always good to just boot your ass, get a new one. So we're just trying to boost the activity of the league. Shit, we're gonna find more people by doing this in the league, regardless. Because like how I was talking to Mirage, it's like we got to get the next level of gaming. We got to get them people excited. We got to get it more interesting instead of just sticking to like this is
And
what
that's
we
why
do.
we
Go ahead.
implemented the concepts of like the incentive system. Like I like doing like the edits now. We got changed with the graphic designing, with the Heisman, and we're doing like the national promo, the national championship promos, and then we got the league plaque for the champions. So there's a lot of cool things, and we're only evolving, like you said too. So man, we reward loyalty. So y'all rock with us and stay with us, man. Like chances are doors open up for you and coming into the big table and stuff, like we're always for the help and we appreciate everything, honestly. Like
Yes,
league's
sir.
based
Yes,
off of
sir.
you guys. It goes off of you guys. Like me, Alex, and the other guys that are up here. Like we just base it off of what you want. Like you guys ask for it, we give it to you. I put the suggestions out, we answer. Like yeah, sometimes advances might be a little bit, but hey, I
Nah,
gotta
tell
sleep.
PTG Florida to
Like
shut
I
up.
gotta sleep. So
PTG Florida. This is not the Tweaker
hey,
League.
bro, this is not
This
tweakers, dog.
this
This
is
is
not
not
the
a
Tweaker
toxic
League.
Facebook league either. Like simmer, we're good, we're
Bro,
rolling.
relax. All right, so I want to say personal big ups to you. Uh, cut the video right here. Cut, 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 cut. After I get off, you do an outro.